Yo guys, Anarchy Motlist. Today we're going to be actually looking at my top 5 class setups at the minute. There's been a lot of a meta shift recently, the submachine guns have been buffed quite a lot and they're a lot better, a lot stronger. And some of the assault rifles got buffed as well, like the KN, and the Rampart's in a really good place at the minute, and a few of the other guns. But yeah, so just going to have a sort of talk over what I think the best class setups that you guys can try and that I use quite a lot. So we'll just get right into it. So ignore the names at the top, that's old. I keep forgetting to update the names for these. So the first gun that we got is the Rampart. Ridiculous gun, super high damage. Really low time to kill. If you're hitting those high shots. So for the attachments, we're actually going to be using High Cal 1 and High Cal 2. Reason for this obviously is we just want to bump that damage up even more. If you're hitting the chest or the head, you can just absolutely melt them. We're using FMJs, so we just can get those sort of wall bangs, or if people are using armor, because I feel like a lot of sort of noobs just use armor in this game. And then we're using grip as well, just because it does have quite a bit of recoil, this gun, and just make it a little bit more accurate over that distance, so we can get those sort of longer range kills. But yeah, it's an absolute melt machine. It's really good. It's been buffed a lot, which I don't think it should have been. I feel it's a little bit overpowered at the minute, but it's really good. One of the top guns in the game at the moment. Stim shot, there's going to be a common theme really with most of my class setups. I like to play quite aggressive, and stim shot's really useful for that. You can heal up and hit those hit fires as well. So we're actually not going to be rocking a perk 1. So for a few of the class setups, it's going to be the same, and that's because I use the crash specialist quite a lot. I can drop those ammo packs, so we're not actually going to be having a perk 1 in this. Perk 2 is gung ho. Reason for this is obviously just so you can get that sprint out time, which is quite high for some of the guns. And the Rampart doesn't have quick draw or anything like that, so I feel like it's really needed with the gung ho. And it's cool to be able to just reload on the run, which is another benefit of it. And then Dead Silence, I always use Dead Silence and armor class setups. I don't like people, people using acoustic sensor, they've got a massive advantage over you. And as well, if people are like, if they're quite competitive players, they might have really good headsets, and I know I have a really good headset and I can hear a lot of people around me, so by using Dead Silence I can sort of combat that, meaning that the people that are just like sweats, like myself really, I can sort of fight against that. So yeah, Dead Silence. Next one's going to be the Cordite, another gun that's been buffed a lot recently, really strong. It's got its damage ranges all extended, so it can do a lot more damage over a lot of ranges. I feel like this is one of the SMGs that's actually really quite good over a little bit of sort of like the mid-range. It's really useful. Obviously up close absolutely melts, really good fire rate, really high weapon clip, which is really useful, if you want to get a few kills on the run. Because it doesn't have fast mags or hybrid mags or anything like that, meaning that you can't reload faster, but you can sort of keep that high mags for quite a while. So we're going to be using extended mags just to boost that even a little bit more. So that goes from 60 mags up to up to 90, adding 30, sorry. This means that you can probably take down maybe 5-6 people before you even have to reload, which is really useful. If you're sort of in a really intense gunfight and there's a few people around you, you're not going to be sort of running out of ammo and having to reload mid gunfight and then dying because of that. I'm going to be using grip because it does have quite a lot of a kick on it, and you need the grip, I feel like, to control it, and then so you can get those kills over that sort of mid range. We're using rapid fire for it, and the reason that obviously just to get a lot more kills and make it a lot quicker. I actually use a Hellion Salve on a few of my classes. Let's just put that amount on it just for shits and giggles. I feel like it's a really useful thing. I hate when enemies get UAVs. I feel like a lot of the time, because of the team balancing on this, I end up playing with obviously really bad players because I am a good player, and just because of the team balancing, and because of that, the enemy team get a lot of kills against them, meaning that they get a lot of UAVs. I'll be there like 30-0, and their team's got like 4 UAVs up, and I'm like, how? You know what I mean? But yeah, so it just means I can shoot them down because obviously I'm pushing their spawn, and normally because my team is bad, I'm the only one in their spawn because my team's just getting absolutely wrecked on the other side of the map. So this just means I can shoot them down. This is actually wrong, it should be a stim shot. Sorry, it's just because I've been messing around with these classes, sorting them out for you guys. Yeah, stim shot just so we can play really aggressive with this. We are using scavenger on this one. The reason why is because this is like a really pushing class. I play really fast with it. Because of the extended mags means I can just like absolutely go into their base, just push really hard. I tend to use this with the ruin specialist, and the reason for that is just so you can grapple around the map. I want to be as quick as possible. I want to be right in their spawn, in every single gunfight, getting really high kill gameplays. And I really love the Slammer Ruin. It's sort of a get out of jail free card. Gun co obviously because we've not got quick draw in this gun, and obviously what I've said before about sprint out time, and then same again for dead silence, you know, standard. Next gun, KN, a little bit different on this one. So I actually did a video not too long ago, and I actually dropped a nuke with this. I've actually got another video with it that I'm going to be doing in the next couple of weeks, where I dropped another nuke with it. You know, it's just absolutely destruction. It's the best gun in the game at the minute, in my opinion. You know, it's just absolutely filthy. And I feel like it's really good with the suppressor. You know, the suppressor is something that people don't really expect because it's not as used in the game. You know, most people don't use a suppressor at all, so they're always on the minimap every time they shoot. But because of this, you can stay sort of off the minimap. And that's sort of what this class setup is. It's sort of like a stealth class setup type of thing. We are going to be pairing it with rapid fire just so we can get those kills against those sort of fast firing weapons, like up close against like sort of the SARGs and Spitfires and all them, just to sort of melt people even a little bit quicker. Hybrid mags just so we can reload faster, and the extended mags, you know, that's one of the best attachments in the game. You know, it boosts it up to 45 mags per round per mag. Yeah, that's the one, round per mag. And then stock's the most important attachment in this game, I feel like. You know, having that sort of ADS move speed a lot more means that you can just sort of straight side to side when you're in a gunfight. And at the end of the day, a lot of people are quite accurate in this game. You know, everyone can sort of shoot straight. I know some people shoot straighter than others, but if you're straight from side to side, it sort of creates that sort of challenge for them, and it's a lot harder for them, meaning that you can just get those kills. I feel it's really useful. It's something that you should definitely put on and definitely try out. So we are going to be using the acoustic sensor with this one, and like I'm saying, it's sort of like a stealth class. You know, I'm going to be sort of flanking behind. I'm not going to be running sort of right through the middle. You know, I'm going to be sort of going on the edges of the map. And this is just so I can hear people better, and obviously they'll pop up on my minimap, you know, when they're sort of close, if they're not running dead silence or anything. And it's just a really good class setup. I have dropped a lot of nukes with this class setup. It's probably the best one out of all these ones so far. I definitely recommend trying it. So we're not using Pert 1, using Crash. Gung-Ho not got quick draw on it, and it does have quite a really good sprint out time and ADS speed on this. It's really low. It's the fastest one in the assault rifle category, unless you've got double quick draw on the Maddox, and then dead silence. So speaking of the Maddox, we have got the Maddox, and you know, we're rocking the afterlife camo on this. You know, really cool. Elo sight, you know, you've always got to rock the Elo sight on the Maddox. You know, it does give it a little bit more recoil than the reflex, but I just love it. Even after all the nerfs to it and everything like that, you know, if you can control that recoil and, you know, you learn the recoil pattern, put a little bit of time in with it, you can just absolutely melt people. It's still a godly gun. I know it did get nerfed, and it's not as good as it used to be, but it's still right up there. I still use it on the regular, you know, it's really good. Double quick draw, you know, so we can get that gun up as quick as possible. You know, really OP, and I feel like you get that extra field of vision, but it's just one of them that if you're running up against someone who's using sort of like a really close range weapon, or just running up against anyone, to be honest, if you can get your gun up first and get those shots off, you know, you've got a massive advantage. And then pairing it with stock, obviously I've mentioned about stock, you know, really important, just being able to strafe side to side. Stim shot, because I do like to play quite aggressive with this gun, you know, it's a really good one. Scavenger, with this one, I don't know what specialists typically use. It depends on the map, to be honest. I feel like a lot of people sort of have a specialist they run for every single one, the one they really like, where I feel like I'm sort of the person that, if I don't run Crash, I sort of run all of them, depending on what mood I'm in. You know, if I'm feeling sort of like, if it's on like a Hacienda type map, I might run like Battery, because that's really good on that map, or if I'm on certain maps, I'll need to use Ruin just so I can grapple around quicker. It really depends on the map. But yeah, Scavengers, so we can pick up those Scavenger packs up and just keep the streak going and everything. Gung-Ho, so we can pair it with Quick Draw 1 and Quick Draw 2. So if we're sprinting, we can really get our gun up so fast. It gives you such a massive advantage. You know, it's really OP. And then Dead Silence. Really useful, yeah. And then the final gun is going to be the Damon. I know I did the 70 kill challenge on this. You know, best gun at the moment, you know, in the SMG category. Absolutely destroys. Really good. If you've got a good trigger finger, you will absolutely melt everyone. So I know I went over the class setup in that video, but I'll just go over it quickly again in case you missed that. So I like it with the Elo sight. I think it's a lot better. I don't really like the iron sights too much on this one. It's not terrible, but you know, I feel like it's better. We're going to be using High Cal 1 and High Cal 2, so we can just benefit on that damage a lot more, and you know, hit those head and chest shots. Because I do feel like you can be quite accurate with this gun. It's got sort of a little bit of kick upwards, but it's not got sort of horizontal kick or anything like that, so it means you can really control it and get accurate shots. Rapid fire, just we can really spam that R1 trigger or R2 trigger, depending on whether you play flips or not, just to absolutely melt them even faster. And then hybrid mags, you know, is just the best attachment in it. So now you've got 48 mags and you can reload faster. It's something that you can play really aggressive with this gun, and you know, you can melt people quick. So I feel like it's one of those guns that if you see sort of 2 enemies pop out, because the time to kill is a lot higher in this game than the other games, it can get quite a bit of a struggle, and you know, it's hard to get 2 pieces and 3 pieces and 4 pieces in this game in comparison to obviously the other ones. I know you can do it, but it's not as easy as the other ones. But I feel like this gun, it makes it a lot easier. Stim shot, and then we're not going to be using a perk 1 or perk 2, just because we've obviously stacking this quite a bit, which I feel like it does need it. Yeah, so I'm going to be rocking Crash with this, and then we're just using Dead Silence with it. You know, it's my staple. So that's going to be my sort of top 5 class setup, guys. I really feel like they're really good, and I feel like you could definitely try them out, and you'll do really good with them. If you do try them out, obviously let me know in the comment section. Let me know how you get on, anything like that. If you like the video, guys, just like, comment, subscribe. All feedback's always really wanted, you know, positive or negative. I just want to get out of any feedback, and then I can work on that for you guys. As well, I just wanted to say, if any of you guys actually do want to play with me or anything like that, you know, I don't have my account sort of restricted or anything like that, so you just send me a friend request. I'll accept pretty much anyone, and then just hit me up with an invite or whatever, and I will play with you guys if you want to. So I hope you like the video, guys. I'm just going to leave you that, and I hope I'll see you next time. So I'll leave you that. Peace.